This DVD presentation is designed to supplement the instruction book provided with your Transforma ladder system. It is in the interests of your safety to read all instructions carefully before using your Transforma ladder. Congratulations on your purchase of the Transforma ladder, one of the strongest, safest and smartest climbing systems ever built. We know you're going to be amazed at all the things your Transforma ladder can do. So please take some time to watch this presentation and you'll be an expert in just a few minutes. Operation and safety. To begin, we're going to show you the basics of how to operate your new ladder safely. This DVD is not intended to replace the instruction book that comes with your ladder. Make sure you read this carefully. Ladders are simply pieces of equipment, but they can be dangerous when used incorrectly. Many accidents happen when people select the wrong kind of ladder for the task at hand, don't take the time to set it up properly, or are careless about how they use it. The Transforma ladder system is one of the safest, strongest and smartest ladders you'll find anywhere. And we know you'll love all the things it can do. We're going to show you how to select the correct size and configuration of ladder to use for the task at hand. Here are some basic rules that always apply. First, decide which type of ladder will be best suited to the job. An A-frame ladder or an extension ladder. Your Transforma ladder can be either one, but you must make the selection and adjust the ladder as necessary. Using the wrong type of ladder for the job can be dangerous, so follow these simple guidelines to keep yourself safe. If you're using a ladder indoors, an A-frame ladder is usually the best choice. For outdoors, a taller A-frame or an extension ladder are generally more suitable. Next, make sure the ladder is tall enough so that you can work safely. On an A-frame ladder, you shouldn't have to climb higher than the third step from the top. On an extension ladder, you should not go past the fourth rung from the top. If you are working and find your Transforma ladder isn't tall enough, you need to stop, climb down, and adjust your ladder to make it taller. Don't try and overreach. This is how serious accidents can happen. A ladder that barely reaches is a safety hazard because you'll have to climb onto the top rungs where there isn't anything to hold on to. Plus, when you climb too high on a ladder, it becomes unstable. When using an extension ladder to climb onto a roof or other high surface, ensure that at least 3 feet of the ladder extends above the level you're climbing onto. To prevent possible electric shock, never use a metal ladder where you are at risk of contact with electricity. Remember, it only takes a few seconds to change your Transforma ladder, so it's perfectly suited to the task at hand. So there's no excuse not to have the safest, most effective ladder every time you use it. Shape change. The hinge at the top of the ladder enables you to adjust the shape from this to this to this. Begin by pushing in on the palm button on both hinges. Now they're unlocked, and you can adjust the ladder to the A-frame position by pulling the 2 ladder halves apart until the hinges snap locked on each side. Your Transforma ladder also comes with 2 work platforms. Either of these can be used as a spreader bar, which must be used for the 120 kilogram rated Transforma ladder when using it in the A-frame position to comply with ladder safety standards. To install a work platform as a spreader bar, hold the work platform upright. Choose the 3rd rung down and insert the top rail of the semicircle brace into the top slot on the back of the rung. Then insert the 2 forward tips of the work platform into the top slot on the rung on the opposite side. Then lower the work platform so that it is level. Your spreader bar is now in place. To remove the work platform, simply reverse this process. If you need an extension ladder, push in again on the palm buttons. This unlocks the hinges. Now rotate on either side until both hinges snap locked again. Your extension ladder is now ready to use. If you need a higher extension ladder, begin by adjusting the 2 lock assemblies on each side. Start with both lock assemblies on the upper half of the ladder, pulling the lock tabs out of the holes. Then hold on to the outer ladder and walk slowly backwards, allowing the ladder to stretch out to the height you require. Next, insert the lock assembly completely into the rung hole. If you still need extra height, you can also extend the other half of the ladder, like this. To store the ladder away, just reverse the sequence of steps. To change the height of the ladder in the A-frame setting, begin by unlocking both hinges and pulling the ladder into the A-frame position. Next, draw the two lock assemblies on one side of the ladder out of the rung holes of the inner ladder so they rest on the side of the outer ladder rail. Then raise the side of the ladder you've just unlocked to the correct height by tilting it, like so. And match up the outer holes with the closest rung hole of the inner ladder. Next, while holding both the inner and outer ladder at the aligned height, reinsert the lock assemblies into the rung holes. Then raise the other side of the ladder to the height you want by repeating the same procedure. Release the lock assemblies, tilt the ladder, lift the rail, and then reinsert the lock assemblies. In the A-frame position, it's simple to change the ladder for safe and easy use on stairs or other uneven surfaces by adjusting the length of one of the sides, like so. In this position, with one side about a foot lower than the other, the Transforma ladder lets you work up close to walls from a convenient stable setting that normal ladders can't provide. As you can see, adjusting a Transforma ladder is fast and easy. But for your own safety, you must always ensure the hinges and the locking assemblies are completely inserted before using the ladder. Let's take a few minutes to look at how to use each of the different accessories you can add to your Transforma ladder system. The work platform is a must-have accessory that makes your Transforma ladder safer and more versatile. It can be used as a shelf to rest your tools on, or a wide, stable step for you to stand on. First, either tighten or loosen the bolts until the brackets move stiffly. If the platform is going to be used as a shelf only, you can place it on any rung. But if you're going to stand on it, you must not place it any higher than the third rung from the top for safety reasons. Secondly, tip the platform forward so it's out of the way. Once you've climbed past the platform, push it back with your toe until the forward tip rests against the rung, and then it's ready to use. Always test to make sure the platform is locked in place before placing your full weight on it. Remember that the work platform has a 135 kg or 300 pound weight restriction, and you must never lay tools on the platform when it's being used as a step. When you're finished, just step up to the rung above the platform and push it forward with your toe, and then step down past it. The Transforma ladder can also be used as a lightweight, versatile scaffolding system with the help of an optional work platform and a Transforma telescoping plank. Regular planks are not recommended for safety reasons. The Transforma telescoping plank easily extends and then retracts for trouble-free transportation or storage. Transforma telescoping planks have a raised safety profile, as you can see here, so you won't slip. To begin creating the scaffold, from the folded storage position, pull the inner ladder assembly completely out of the outer ladder bases. Then open one of the inner ladder assemblies to the A-frame position until both hinges lock. This creates the first of the two trestles that form the basis of the scaffolding. Now the second trestle. Hold the two outer ladder bases so their rungs face outwards. And then slot the two trestle joints over the tops, joining both bases to create an A-frame. Make sure each trestle joint is positioned with its plates both inside and outside the ladder base uprights. Check that the lock assembly holes of both bases line up with the trestle joint holes. Then insert the lock assemblies. And it's ready for the plank, which can be placed at any height except on the top rungs. The two trestles should be placed so that the plank can extend at least 6 inches past the outside rung of each trestle. The Transforma wall standoff can be used to hold the ladder away from wall surfaces to avoid interference from obstacles. Because it requires some assembly before using, you should carefully follow the enclosed instructions to attach it to the ladder. Once the wall standoff is firmly secured, it can be used in several different ways. For jobs where a safe working angle is hard to achieve, the ladder can be placed as shown here. Please note that the angle between the wall standoff and the ladder should be ideally 105 degrees, with the wall standoff perpendicular to the wall for safe operation. The angle between the ground and the ladder should be about 75 degrees. If your ladder will be used on a pitched roof or over a rain gutter, the angle should be 75 degrees also, as shown in these two examples. The angle between the wall standoff and the ladder can be changed by simply loosening the wing bolts, flipping over the leg units, and reattaching the bolts. The Transforma leg leveler makes it safe and easy to work on uneven surfaces. To use the leg leveler, first determine on which side of the ladder it will be used. Loosen the wing bolt which does not clamp the adjusting channel and remove it. Orient the leveler I-beam to the correct direction so that the foot angle will be parallel with the floor. Slide it over the ladder leg with the adjusting channel towards the outside of the ladder. You should keep the I-beam as close to the ladder foot as possible. Next, reattach the bracket, adjust to the needed length, and tighten the wing bolt with firm pressure. If the length of the leveler needs adjusting, just loosen the wing bolt, adjust the length, and then retighten. You must ensure that the ladder is vertical before climbing on it. Maintaining your Transforma ladder takes just a few minutes. To ensure smooth, trouble-free operation, you should lubricate the hinge mechanism and lock assemblies with light machine oil every 6 months, prior to long-term storage or whenever conditions dictate. You should also store your ladder in a dry location, clean the rails occasionally, and keep the hinges free of contaminants. Replace worn parts when necessary, and replace safety labels if they become hard to read. In the final section of this presentation, we're going to go over some important points about ladder safety. Let's assume you've chosen the right ladder, adjusted the height or setting if necessary, inspected it carefully for any problems, and now you're ready to get to work. Always check for overhead clearance and ensure there are no live electrical wires. Wear shoes with clean, non-skid soles. Set the ladder on a firm, level surface so it won't shift or sway. Never place it on slippery surfaces. On soft ground, use a board at least 6 inches wide under the legs to keep them from sinking. Extension ladders must be placed so that ideally they lean at a 75-degree angle. If a steeper angle is used, the ladder may tip back when you climb onto it. And if the ladder is placed too far out, the feet of the ladder may slip. An easy way to determine the right slope is to use a 4:1 ratio between the length of the ladder and the setback of the base. For example, a 4-metre or 12-foot ladder must be set back 1 metre or 3 feet to be safe. Both rails of an extension ladder must be fully supported with at least 45 centimetres or 18 inches of extra space on either side. The rungs of the ladder are set to give the ladder a front side and a back side. Always climb on the side where the rungs are level. Keep your body centred on the ladder while working and leave one hand on the ladder whenever possible. As a general rule, keep your belt buckle between the rails to prevent losing your balance and never overreach. Always get off and move the ladder whenever necessary. Tying off a ladder at the top or staking the legs can offer a higher level of protection if the ladder is going to be in one place for some time. A-frame ladders must be in the fully open position with the hinges and lock assemblies firmly secured. Always face the ladder when you climb, and never jump off a ladder or skip any rungs. Never position a ladder in front of a door or where it could easily get bumped. Haul heavy tools and materials up on a line instead of trying to carry them up the ladder. Never allow more than one person on an extension ladder. 2 people may climb on opposite sides of a Transforma A-frame ladder as long as the weight capacity is not exceeded. Don't climb a closed A-frame ladder. Don't leave a ladder up if unattended. And finally, always use common sense when working with ladders, as carelessness can lead to serious injuries. It's important to keep in mind that the person ultimately responsible for your safety is you. Even the safest ladder can be dangerous when proper precautions aren't taken in its use. Remember, the Transforma ladder is one of the strongest, safest and smartest climbing systems ever built. We know you're going to be amazed at all the things your Transforma ladder can do for you.